Come my way, Senor Fabian.
Nay, Tom. Friends, a scoop of this part may be boiled to death from mouse.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have that rascally sheep biter come by some notable shame?
I would exult, man. No, you brought me out of favor with my lady by the bear raiding here.
To anger him, we'll have the bear again, and fool him black and blue, shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not. It is the pity on our lives.
Here comes the little villain. How now, my medal of India?
Malvolio is coming down this way. He has been yonder in the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Close, in the name of jesting. 'Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I heard herself come thus near that, should she fancy it, should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on this? I'm slight, I could so beat the room.
Peace, I say.
To be Count Malvolio.
Braun!
There is example for it. The lady Strachey married the yeoman of the wardrobe.
Oh, fire on him, Jezebel. Peace, now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state, calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a day bed where I had left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone, peace!
And then to have the humor of state, and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place, as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman Toby.
Bolts and shackles!
Send that my people with an obedient start make out for him. I frown while, and perchance wind up watch or play with my some rich jewel. Toby approaches! Courtesies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
The more silence be drunk, the more hard get peace. I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control. Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Outstanding!
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time, foolish knight.
It's me, I warned you.
What?
Call me a fool.
What am I coming every year?
Now you would copy near the gin.
Oh, peace and spirit of humor, intimate reading aloud to him.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. Will these be her very C's, her U's, her T's, and thus makes she her great P's? It is in contempt of question her hand.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's. Why that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes. Her very phrases, by your leave, wives. Soft, 'tis my lady. To whom should this be?
Swinson, liver, and all.
Excellent wedge, say I.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know. What follows, the numbers altered. No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio,
Mary, hang thee, Brock.
What is your poison she is dressed?
I may command where I adore. Or she may command me. I serve her, she is my lady. This is evident to any formal capacity. There is no obstruction in this. Soft, here follows the prose. If this fall into thy hands, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands, let thy blood embrace them, and to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble often appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee, that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say remember. Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, a fellow of servants not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell. She that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will read politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I will be point devise, the very man. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me, for every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late, and did praise my leg being cross-gartered, and in this she manifests herself to my love, and with a kind of injunction drives me to these habits of her liking. I thank my stars. I am happy. Don't my stars be praised. But here's yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence, still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me.
I would not give attention 1,000 paid for the Sophie for my part of this sport.
I could marry the wench for this device.
So could I too.
And ask no other dowry from her but just such another jest.
Nor I neither. Here comes my noble gull catcher.
Wilt thou put thy foot on my neck?
Or mine either.
Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, but say true. Does it work upon him?
Like aqua vitae with a midwife.
You will see the stories of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a colour she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests, and he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted as she is to a melancholy, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
Oh, to the gates of Tartar, thou most excellent devil of wit.
If that would be to care for nothing, I would it would make you invisible. be married, and husbands are as like to fools as pilchards are to hags. Husband's the bigger. Indeed, I am not a fool, but a corrupter of words.
I saw thee late with Count Rossino.
Foolery, sir, does walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere. I would be sorry, sir, if the fool should be as oft with your masters with my mistress. I thought I saw your wisdom there.
Nay, now pass upon me. I'll no more with thee. Hold. There's expenses for thee.
Now Jove and his next commodity of hair, simply a beard.
By my troth, I'll tell thee, I am sick for one, though I would not have it grow on my chin. Is that really?
Would not a pair of these have bred, sir?
Aye, being kept together and put to use.
I would play Lord Pandarus of Phrygia, sir, to bring a Cressida to this trial.
Well begged, I understand you.
The matter, I hope, is not great begging, but a beggar. Cressida was a beggar. My ladies within, I will construe to them whence you come. Who you are and what you would are out of my welkin. I would say element, but the word is overborne.
This man's wise enough to play the fool. To do that well craves a kind of wit. He must observe the mood on whom he jests, the quality of persons, and the time, and like a haggard, check at every feather that comes before his eye. This is a practice as full of labor as the wise man's art. For folly that he wisely shows his fit, but wise men, folly fallen, quite take their wit.
Save you, gentlemen.
And you, sir?
Do you come, monsieur?
It was aussi, votre serviteur.
I hope you are, sir, as I am yours.
Will you encounter the house, sir? My niece is desirous you should enter, if your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece. I mean, she's the list of my voyage.
Taste your legs, sir. Put them to motion.
Sir, my legs do better understand me than I do understand you by bidding me taste my legs.
I mean, sir, to go. To enter.
I will answer you with gate and entrance. But we are prevented. Most excellent, accomplished lady, may the heavens rain odors on you.
Youth's a rare portrait. Rain odors. Well.
My matter hath no voice save to your most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Odors. Pregnant. Vouchsafed. I'll get them all for you already.
Let the door be shut and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir. My duty, madam. With most humble service. What is your name? Cesario is your servant's name, madam.
My servant, sir.
We are married rogues and slowly feigning this called compliment.
Your servant depends on seeing you.
And he is yours. And his needs must be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him, I think not on him. For his thoughts. But they were placed rather than filled with me.
Madam, I come to write your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Give me the I bade you never speak again of him. But would you undertake another suit? I would rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres.
Dear lady,
I did send after the last enchantment you did here a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me you. Unto your hard construction must I sit, to force that on you in a shameful cunning that you knew none of yours. What might you think? Have I not set mine honor at the stake and dated it with all the muzzled thoughts that you in this art can think? To one of your receiving, enough is shown. A cypress not bosom like so let me
I pity you. No, not a Greece. For 'tis a vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Why then methinks 'tis time to smile again.
Oh, girl. I think the same with you.
Then think you right, I am not what I am.
I've been happy, be. Would it were better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I'm your fool. The one in deal of score looks beautiful in the contempt. A martyr's guilt shows not itself more soon than love would seem hid. What's night? It's noon! Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidenhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so, that maugre all my pride, nor with nor reason can my passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from this cause, for that I would thou therefore hast no cause. But rather reason better. Love sought is good, but given unsought, better.
One heart, one woman, one true woman. Never mind your love. Be mistress of some crying. And so adieu, good madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again! Without the conscience move that heart which now abhors to like his love.
I'll not stay a jot longer.
Thy reason, dear Venom, give thy reason.
You must needs yield your reason, Sir Andrew. Mary, I thought I bestow more favor on the Count's serving man than she ever bestowed on me.
Did she see thee the while, old boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now. She did show favor to the youth in your sight, only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should have then accosted her, and with some excellent jest, fired new from the mint, should have banged the youth into dumbness. This was looked for at your hand, and this was balked. The double guilt of this opportunity you let time wash off, and you are now sailed into the north, my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard, lest you do redeem yourself by some laudable attempt either of valor or policy.
And if either, it must be valor. For policy I hate. I'd as lief be a Brownist as a politician.
Why then build thy fortunes on a basis of valor? Challenge the Count's youth to fight with him. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it. And assure thyself there is no love broker in the world can more prevail in man's commendation with women than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Go, write it in a martial hand. Be cursed and brief. Taunt him with the license of ink. If thou thou'st him some thrice, it will not be amiss. And as many lies as will lie in thy sheet of paper, although the sheet were big enough for the bed of where in England, no matter about it, set 'em down. Let there be gall in thy ink, though thou write with a goose pen. No matter. About it.
Where shall I find you?
We'll call thee at the cubiculo. Go!
The dear man is you, Sir Toby.
I have been dear to him, lad. Some 2,000 strong or so.
We shall have a rare letter from him. But she'll not deliver it.
Never, trust me that. But by all means, stir on the youth to an answer. I think oxen and wain ropes cannot hail them together. For Andrew, if he were opened and you find so much blood in his liver as would clog the foot of a flea, I'll eat the rest of the anatomy.
And it's opposite the youth, bears in his visage no great presage of cruelty.
Look where the youngest wren of mine comes.
If you desire the spleen and will laugh yourselves into stitches, follow me. Yon girl Malvolio is turned heathen, a very renegado, for there is no Christian that means to be saved by believing rightly, can believe such impossible passages of grossness. He's in yellow stockings.
And cross-gartered.
Most villainously, like a heaven that keeps a school in the church. I have dogged him like his murderer. He does obey every point of the letter I dropped to betray him. He does smile his face into more lines than is in the new map of the augmentation of the Indies. Seeing such a thing as 'tis, I could hardly forbear hurling things at him. I know, my lady will strike him, and if she do, he will smile and take it for great favor.
Come, bring us where he is.
I would not by my will have troubled you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I will no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire, more sharp than filed steel, did spur me forth. Not all love to see you, though so much as might have drawn one to a longer voyage. But jealousy, what might befall your travel, being skilless in these parts, which to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, often prove rough and unhospitable. My willing love, the rather by these arguments of fear, set forth in your pursuit.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make, but thanks, thanks, and ever thanks. Oft good turns are shuffled off with such unfair pay, but were my worth as is my conscience firm, you should find better dealer. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go see your lodging.
I am not weary, and 'tis long tonight. Come, sir, let us satisfy our eyes on the memorials and things of fame which do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once, in a sea fight against the county's galleys, I did some service of such note indeed, that were I to enter it scarcely answered.
Belike you slew a great number of his people.
The offense is not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality of the time and quarrel might well have given us bloody argument. It might have since been answered or repaid what we took from them, which for traffic sake most of our city did. Only myself stood out, for which if I be lapsed in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then stand too open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir. Here's my purse. In the south suburbs of the Elephant is best to lodge. I will bespeak our diet whilst you beguile the time and feed your knowledge into being in the town. There shall you have me.
Why I your purse?
Haply your eye shall light upon some toy you have desired to purchase. And your store, I think, is not for idle market, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
Today
you, Malvolia?
Yes, nightingales answer daws.
Why pay you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolia?
Some are born great,
Huh?
some achieve greatness,
What sayest thou?
and some have greatness thrust upon them. Commend thy yellow stockings.
Yellow
And
stockings?
see the ever cross garter.
Cross-gartered?
Go to thou maid thou desirest to be so.
Am I maid?
Now let me see thee a servant still.
Why, this is very midsummer madness.
Madame, the young gentleman of the Count Orsino's has returned. I can hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll come to him. Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Where is my cousin Toby? Let some of my men have special care of him. I would not have him miscarried for half my dowry.
Oh, do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. This concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose that I may appear stubborn to him, for she incites me to that in the letter. Cast thy humble self, says she, be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants, let thy tongue tang arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. I obliged her, but it's Jove's doing, and Jove made me thankful. And when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow, not Malvolio, nor after my degree, fellow. Why, everything adheres together, that no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, no incredulous or unsafe circumstance. What can be said? Nothing that can be can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes.
Which way is he in the name of sanctity? If all the devils of hell be drawn in little, and Legion himself possessed him, yet I'll speak.
Here he is. Who is with you, man?
Go off. I've scarred you. Let me enjoy my private. Go off.
Lo, how hollow the fiend speaks within him. Did not I tell you? Sir Toby, my lady, prays you to have a care of him.
Aha, does she so?
Go to, peace, peace. We must deal gently with him. How do you, Malvolio? How is it with you? What man? Defy the devil! Consider he's an enemy to mankind.
Do you know what you say?
Ah, and you speak ill of that one. How he takes it at heart. Pray God he be not bewitched.
Oh, how now, mistress?
Oh, Lord, prithee hold thy peace. This is not the way. Do you not see how you move him?
No way but gentleness. Gently, gently. The fiend is rough and will not be roughly used.
Why, how now, my bawcock? How dost thou chuck?
Sir!
I biddy, come with me. What? 'Tis not for gravity to play at cherry pit with Satan. Hang him, foul collier!
Get him to say his prayers, Sir Toby. Get him to pray.
My prayers, mates.
No, I warn you, he will not hear of godliness.
Go hang yourselves all! You are idle, shallow things. I am not a part of this. Shall no more hereafter.
Is it possible?
If this were played upon a stage now, I could condemn it in improbable fiction.
Why, his very genius have taken the infection of the device.
Nay, pursue him now, lest the device take air and take.
Boy, we shall make him mad indeed.
The house will be the quieter.
Come, we'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the belief that he is made mad. We may carry it thus for our pleasure and his penance, till our very pastime, tired out of breath, prompt us to have mercy on him, at which time we will bring the device to the bar to crown thee for a finder of madmen.
More matter for a May morning.
Here's the challenge. Read it. I warrant there is vinegar and pepper in it.
Is he so saucy?
Aye, yes, I warrant.
Give me. Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good. Valiant.
Wonder not, nor admire not in thy mind why I do call thee so, for I shall show you no reason for it.
That keeps you from the blow of the law.
I shall waylay thee, oh, thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly. But this is not the reason I challenge thee for. Thou liest in thy throat.
Very brief, and to exceeding good sense, less.
I shall waylay thee going home, where if it be thy chance to kill me,
Good.
thou killest me like a rogue and a villain.
Still you keep for the windy side of the law. Good.
God have mercy on one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better, so look to thyself. Thy friend as thou usest me, and thy sworn enemy, Andrew Agushi. If this letter move him not, his legs cannot. I'll give it him.
You may have very fit occasion for it. The youth is now in some commerce with my lady and will by and by depart.
Go, scout from Sir Andrew, away! Now will I not deliver this letter. For the behavior of the young gentleman gives him out to be of good capacity and breeding. His employment between his lord and my niece confirms no less. Therefore, this letter, being so excellently ignorant, shall breed no terror in the youth. He will find it comes from a clodpole. But I will deliver his challenge to him by word of mouth. Set upon Agushik a most notable report of valor, and drive the young gentleman, as I know his youth will aptly receive it, into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, wrath, and impetuosity. This shall so fright them both that they will kill one another by the look, like cockatrices. Come, I will meditate a while on a horrid message for a challenge.
Play on. Give me excess of it. That, surfeiting, the appetite might sicken and so die. That strain again. It had a dying fall. Oh, it came o'er my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough! No more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. O spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou, that notwithstanding thy capacity receiveth as the sea, not enters there. Of what validity and pitch soe'er, but falls into abatement and low price, even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy, that it alone is high fantastical.
Will you go hunt, my lord?
What, Curia?
The heart.
So I do. The noblest that I have. When mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into a heart, and my desires, like fell and cruel hounds, e'er since pursue me. How now? What news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted. But from her handmaid to return his answer, the element itself, till 7 years heat, shall not hold her face at ample view. But like a cloister, she will veiled walk, or once a day her chamber around with eye of any brine. All this to season her brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath a heart of this fine frame to pay this debt of love but to a brother. How will she love, when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live in her, when liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones are all supplied and filled her sweet perfections with one self-king? Away before me, sweet beds of flowers, love thoughts lie rich, when canopied with bowers.
What country friend is this?
This is
chance may he be?
True, madam, and to comfort you with chance, assure yourself. After your ship did split, when you and those poor number, saved with you, hung on our driving boat, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, bind himself. Courage and hope both teaching you the practice to a strong mast that lived upon the sea. Where, like Aaron on the dolphin's back, I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves so long as I could see.
For saying so, there's gold. Mine own escape unfoldeth my hope. Where to thy speech serves for authority, the like of thing. Knowest thou this country?
Aye, madam, well, for I was bred and born not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, in nature as the name,
What is the name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late, for but a month ago I went from hence, and then 'twas fresh and murmured, for you know what great ones do, the less will prattle of, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia,
What's she?
a virtuous maid, the daughter of a count that died some 12 months since, and leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died, for whose dear love, they say, she hath abjured the company and sight of men.
But I served that lady, and might not be delivered to the world till I had made my own occasion mellow. What my estate is,
That were hard to compass, for she will admit no kind of suit, no, not the duke's.
there's a fair behavior in the captain. And though that nature with a beauteous walled up oft blows in pollution, yet of thee I will believe thou hast a mind that suits with this thy fair and outward character. I pray thee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am and be my aid, for such disguise as haply shall become the goal of my intent. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt present me as a dandy to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music, which will allow me very worth his service. What else may have to time, I will commit. Only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
When my tongue laughs, then let mine eyes not see.
Thank thee. Lead me on.
What a plague means my niece to take the devil from us. I am sure him as an enemy alike.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier at night. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exception to your ill hours.
Why, let her accept before accepted.
Aye, but you must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine. I will confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes are good enough to drink in, and so be these boots too, and they that be not, let them hang themselves with their own straps.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday, and of the foolish knight you brought in one night here to be her wooer.
Who, Sir Andrew Ava?
He.
He's as tall as any a man in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, but he'll have but a year in all these ducats. He's a great fool and a prodigal.
By that you'll say so. He plays all the viol gamboys and speaks 3 or 4 languages, word for word, without book, and hath all the good gifts of nature.
He has indeed almost natural. For besides that he's a fool, he's a great quarreller. And but that he has the gift of a coward, to allay the gust he hath in quarrelling, 'tis thought amongst the prudent he would soon have the gift of a grave.
Oh, by this hand! They are scoundrels and subtractors, I say so of him. Who are they?
They would add, moreover, he's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking health to my niece? I'll drink to my niece as long as there's a passage in my throat and drink in Illyria. He's a coward and a coistrel who will not drink to my niece till his brains turn over the toe like a parish dog.
How now, Sir Toby Bell?
Oh, sweet Sir Andrew!
Oh, bless you, fair shrew. And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Good Mistress Accost, I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir. let it drink.
Wherefore, sweetheart? What's your metaphor?
It's dry, sir.
I should think so. I'm not such an ass, but I can keep my hands dry. But what's your jest?
A dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
I have them at my fingers' ends. Marry, now I let go your hand. I am barren.
Oh, knight! Thou lackest a cup of canary. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think, unless you see canary put me down. Methinks sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has. But I am a great eater of beef, and I believe that does harm to my wits.
No question.
And I thought that I'd forswear it. I'll lie home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, dear knight?
What is pourquoi? Do or not do? And what I have withstood the time of the tongues that I did in fencing, dancing, and bear baiting. Oh, but that I have followed the arts!
Then hast thou had an excellent head of hair.
Why? Would that have mended my hair?
Past question, for thou seest, does not curl by nature.
But it becomes me well, doesn't it?
Excellent! It hangs like flax on a distaff, and I hope to see a housewife take you between her legs one day and spin it off.
I'll home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen, or if she be, it's 4 to 1, she'll none of me. The Count himself hear hard I lose her.
She'll none on the count. She'll not match above her degree, neither in estate nor years, nor wit. Tut, there's life in it, man.
I'll stay a month longer. I am a fellow with the strangest mind in the world. I like masks and revels, sometimes all together.
Art thou good at these kickshaws, knight?
As any man in Illyria, whatsoe'er he be, under the degree of my betters.
What is thy excellence in a galliard, knight?
Faith, I can cut a caper, and I think I have the back trick simply as strong as any man in Illyria.
Wherefore are these gifts hid? Wherefore are these gifts virgin before them? Why dost thou not go to church in a corrector alone? Should be a jig. Is it a world to hide virtues in? I did think by the excellent constitution of thy leg that it was formed under the star of a galliard.
I, 'tis strong, and doesn't differ well in a flame-colored stock. Shall we set about some revels?
What should we do else? Were we not born under Taurus?
Taurus, that's sides and heart.
No, sir. 'Tis legs and thighs. Let's see the caper. Excellent!
Do continue these favors towards your society. You'd like to be much advanced. It's been only but 3 days already. You're no stranger. You either fear his humor or negligence. Then you call into question his needs and his love. Is he inconstant, sir, in his favors? No, believe me.
Who saw Cesario abode?
On your attendance, my lord. Here.
Cesario, thou knowest no less but all. I've been clasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her doors and tell them there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord. If she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous, and leap all civil bounds rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her. What then, my lord?
Oh, then unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth than in Nuncio's more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall yet belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. Thy small pipe is as the maid's organ, shrill and sound, all the semblance of a woman's part. I know thy consolation is right after this affair. Prosper wellness, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord, to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. That a barge will strike. Whome'er I woo myself would be his wife.
Let her hang me. He that is well hanged in this world needs to fear no colors.
Make that good.
He shall see none to fear.
A good Lenten answer. I can tell thee where that saying was born, of I fear no colours.
Where, good Mistress Mary?
In the wars, and that you may be bold to stay in your foolery.
Well, God give them wisdom that have it, and those that are fools, let them use their talents.
Peace, you rogue. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely, you were best.
Wit it be thy will. Put me into good foolings. Those wits that think they have thee do very oft prove fools, and I, that am sure I lack thee, may pass for a wise man. For what says Quinopolus, better a witty fool than a foolish wit. God bless thee, my lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellows? Take away the lady.
Go to. You're a dry fool. I'll know more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
2 faults, Madonna, that drink and good counsel will amend. Forgive the dry fool drink, then is the fool not dry. Bid the dishonest man mend himself. If he mend, he is no longer dishonest. If he cannot, let the botcher mend him. Anything that is mended is but patched. Virtue that transgresses is patched with sin, and sin that amends is patched with virtue. If that this simple syllogism will serve, so. If it will not, what remedy? As there's no true couple but calamity, so beauty's a flower. The lady may take away the fool, therefore I say again, take her away.
Sir, I bade them take away you.
Miss Prison in the highest degree. Lady, cuculis non facit monachum. That's as much to say as I were not motley in my brain. Give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Make your proof.
I must catechize you for it. Good my master virtue, answer me.
Well, sir, for want of other idleness, I'll bide your proof.
Good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn your brother's soul being in heaven. Take the fool away, gentlemen.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Shall we not bend?
Yes, and shall do until the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity which decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity for the better increasing of your folly. Sir Toby will be sworn that I am no fox, but he will not pass his word for 2 that you are no fool.
What say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. Look you now, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, a taste with a distempered appetite. To be generous, guiltless, and of free disposition is to take those things for bird bolts that you deem cannon bullets. There is no slander in an allowed fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Now Mercury endue thee with leasing. Thou speakest well of fools.
Madam, there is a engaged young gentleman much desires to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam. 'Tis a fair young man and well attended.
Who of my people hold him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him off, I pray you. Fie on him. Speaks nothing but madmen. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick, or not at home. What you will to dismiss it? Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old, and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool, whose skull drove crammed with rage. Oh, for here he comes. One of thy kin is of most weak mother.
By my honor, half drunk. Let's see at the gate, cousin.
Tis a gentleman.
What gentleman?
Tis a gentleman here. How now, son?
Cousin, how so come so early by this lethargy?
Letchery? devil he will. I care not. Give me faith, say I. Well, it's all one.
What's a drunken man like?
A drowned man, a fool, and a madman. One draft above heat makes him a fool. The second mads him. And the third drowns him.
Go down, seek the counter, and let him sit on my cusp, for he's in the 3rd degree of drink. He is drowned. Let's go, look after him.
He is but mad yet Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on himself to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What's to be said to him, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so, and he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Of mankind.
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak to you, will you or no?
What personage in years is he?
Not yet old enough for a boy, old enough for a man, or young enough for a boy, as a squash is before 'tis a peas cod, or a cooling when 'tis almost an apple. Him in standing water between man and boy. He is very well favored and speaks very shrewishly. One would think his mother's milk were scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call him my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman, my lady calls!
Give me my veil. Come, throw it on my face. Live once more here or seen again.
The honorable lady of the house, which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will?
Most radiant, exquisite, unmatchable beauty. Tell me, are you the lady of the house? For I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech. For besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to draw it.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I studied. That question's out of my heart. But give me modest assurance, you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a comedian?
No, by my profound heart. And yet by the very fangs of malice, I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Most certain if you are she, you do usurp yourself. For what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise, and then show you the heart of my message.
Come to what is important in it. I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it. It is poetical.
It's the more like to be thanked. I pray you keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not that time of moon with me to make one in so skipping a dialogue.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
No, my good swabber, I'm to hulk here a little longer. Some mollification for your giant, sweet lady. Tell me your mind. I'm a messenger.
Sure, you have some hideous matter to deliver when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any other's profanation.
Give us this place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your test?
Sweet lady!
A compliment for doctrine and much may be said
God did all.
'Tisn't great, sir. 'Twill endure my dead brother.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive if you will leave these graces to the grave, and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out divers schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried, and every article and utensil labeled to my will, as item, 2 lips in different red, item, 2 gray eyes with lids to them, item, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see you what you are. You are too proud. Yet if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompense though you were crowned with the non-pariah beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
The Lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. If I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, of fresh and stainless youth, in voices well divulged, free, learned, valiant, and in dimension in the shape of nature, a gracious person, but that I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
I did love you with my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life. In your denial I would find no sense, I would not understand it.
Why, what would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of condemned love, and sing them loud even in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! I should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might too much. What is your parentage?
Well, my fortunes, but my state as well. I'm a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless perchance you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Very well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I am no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love make his heart a flint whom you shall love, and let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
I'm a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, spirits, to give thee fivefold place in. Oh, not too fast. Soft, soft. Unless the master were the man. How now? Even so quickly may one count the plague. Methinks I feel that suits perfections in an invisible and subtle stuff to creep in at mine eye. Well, let it be. What ho Malvolio?
Here, madam. At your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger. The county's man? He left this ring behind him, would I or not? Tell him I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up the post. And not for him. If that this youth will come this way tomorrow, I will give him reasons for it. Hide thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I do, I know not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer from my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not know. What is decreed must be, and be this so.
It were poor recompense for your love to lay any doom on you.
Let me yet know of you, whither you are bound.
No, sooth, sir, for my determined voyage is mere extravagancy. But I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me that which I am willing to keep in. Therefore, it charges me in manners rather to express myself. You must know of me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian, which I called Rodrigo. My father's that Sebastian of Wellesley, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we had so ended, but you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas, the day.
A lady, sir. And though it was said she much resembled me, she was yet of many accounted beautiful. And though I cannot with such estimable wonder over far believe that, yet thus far I will boldly publish her. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She is drowned already, sir, in salt water. Though I seem to drown the remnants again with more.
Pardon me, sir. Your bad entertainment.
Oh, good Antonio, forgive me your trouble. If you will not murder me for my love,
Let me be your servant.
if you will not undo what you have done, that is kill him whom you have recovered, desire it not. Fare ye well at once. My bosom is full of kindness, and I am yet so near the manners of my mother that at the least occasion more mine eyes will tell tales of me. I am bound to the Count of Suna's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so. The danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
Were not you even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace I have since arrived at hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. To save me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance she will none of him. And one thing more, that you be never so hardy to come again in his affairs. Unless it be to report your lord's taking of this, receive it so.
She took the ring of me, I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her. And her will is, it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there lies your right. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outsides have not charmed her. She made good view of me. Indeed, so much so that Shirley thought her eyes had lost her tongue. For she did speak in storms distracted. She loves me, sure. The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring, why he sent her none? I am the man. It be so, as 'tis poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, see thou our wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy it is in proper false, for women's waxen arts to set their forms. Alas, it is our frailty that is the cause, not we. For such as we are made of, such we be. How will dispatch? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him. And she mistaken seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day. What breathless sigh should poor Olivia breathe? Time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
midnight is to be up betimes and be new Kulu, Sir Jerry, thou knowest.
Nay, by my troth, I know not. But to be up late is to be up late.
A bold conclusion! To be up after midnight, to go to bed then, is to go to bed early, so that to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed betimes. Does not our life consist of the four elements?
Faith, so they say. But I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar. Let us, therefore, eat and drink. Marion, I say, a stoup of wine!
Here comes the fool in faith.
How now, my heart?
Welcome, ass. Now. Yes, have a catch.
By my troth, the fool hath an excellent breast. Rather than 40 shillings I had such a leg, or so sweet a breath to sing as the fool had.
Now, a song.
Here is 6 pence for you. Let's have a song.
Aye, and a test roll from you too. If one night give...
Would you have a love song or a song of good life?
A love song! A love song.
Not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming or staying here? Your true love is coming that can sing high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweet thing. And lovers meeting, every wise man's son doth know. Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming?
Excellent, good, and faith.
Good.
What is love? 'Tis not hereafter, present earth, at present laughter. What's to come is still unsure in delay. There lies no plenty, so come and kiss me sweet. When the stuff will not endure. Oh, what is love?
Mellifluous voice as I am a true knight.
What a casual you keep here! If my lady have not called up the stew and Malvolio and bid him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
3 merry men be we. Am I not consanguineous? Am I not of her blood? Tilly Valley.
My masters, are you mad? What are you? Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gallop like tinkers at this time of night? Is there no respect of persons, place, or time in you?
We did keep time, sir. In our hedges. Sneak up.
Sir Toby, I'm on the ground with you. My... She harbors you as her kinsman. She is nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, dear heart, since I must needs be gone.
Nay, good Sir Toby.
His eyes do show his face.
God, missed even so.
But I will never die.
Sir Toby, there you lie.
This is my...
Shall I bid him go?
What? And if you do leave?
Shall I bid him go and spare not?
No, you dare not.
Out of tune, sir, ye lie. Art any more than a steward? shame with crumbs. Stupid wine, Maria!
Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favor in anything more than contempt, you will not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall go by this hand. Go shake your ears.
First thing is to drink when a man's hungry. To challenge him to field, and then break promise with him, and make a fool of him.
Do it, knight. I'll write thee a challenge and deliver thy indignation to him by word of mouth.
Be patient for tonight, Sir Toby. Since the youth of the counts was today with thy lady, she is much out of quiet. For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a nay word and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us. Possess us. Tell us something of him.
Marry, sir, sometimes he is a kind of Puritan.
And I thought that I'd beat him like a dog.
What, for being a Puritan? Thy exquisite reason, dear knight.
I have no exquisite reason for it, but I have reason good enough.
The devil a Puritan that he is, or anything constantly, but a time pleaser. An affectionate ass that can't stay without book, and runs it by great swarths. The best persuaded of himself, so crowned, as he thinks, with excellencies, that it is his grounds of faith that all that look on him love him.
Ha!
On this vice in him will my revenge find notable cause to work. I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein he may find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady, your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent! I smell a device.
I have it in my nose, too.
He shall think by the letters that thou wilt drop that they come from my niece, and that she is in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse now will make him an ass.
Perhaps I doubt not.
It'll be admirable.
Sport royal, I warrant you. I know my physic will work with him. I will plant you two, and let the fool make a third where he may find the letter. Observe his construction of it. For this night, to bed, and dream on the event. Farewell.
Good night!
For me, she's a good wench.
Aye, she's a beagle, true bred, and one that adores me. What of that?
I was adored once, too.
Come. I'll go burn some sack. It's too late to go to bed now. Come night. Come night.
Give me some music. Now, good Cesario, that piece of song, that old and antique song we heard last night. Methought it did relieve my passion much, more than light airs and recollected terms of these most brisk and giddy-paced times. Come, but one verse.
He is not here, so please your lordship that should sing it.
Who was it?
Festy the Jester, my lord. A fool that the Lady Olivia's father took much delight in. It's about the house.
Seek him out, and play the tune the while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it remember me. For such as I am, all true love is done. Unstaid and skittish in all motions else. The constant image of the creature that is beloved. Could not thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou speak masterly. My life upon it, young though thou art, thou not hast stayed upon some favor that it loves. Hath it not, boy?
A little, by your favor.
What kind of woman is it?
About your complexion, my lord.
She is not worth thee then. What years of faith?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven. Let still the woman take an elder than herself. So wears she to him, so sways she level in her husband's heart. For, boy,
However, we do praise ourselves. Our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost in war than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, for thy affection cannot hold a vent. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, will fall that very hour.
And so they are. Alas that they are so, to die even when they to perfection grow.
O fellow, come! The song we had last night. Mark it, Cesario, it is old and plain. The spinsters and the knitters of the sun, and the free maids that weave their thread with bones used to chant it. This silly soup, and dallies with innocence of love, like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
I prithee sing.
Come away, death. In sad cypress let me be laid. Fly away, death. I am slain by a fair crewmate. My shroud of white, stuck all with you. Oh, prepare it. Oh, prepare it. Not a flower sweet. On my coffin let there be strong. Not a friend be. My poor corpse where my bones be thrown. A thousand sighs, many aware. Sad true love ne'er find my grave to be fair.
There's for thy pains. No pain, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
I'll pay thy pleasure then.
Truly. Pleasure will be paid one time or another.
Give me now leave to leave thee.
Now the melancholy gods protect thee, and thy tailor make thy suit of changeable taffeta, for thy mind is very opal. I would have men of such constancy put to sea that their business might be everything and their intent everywhere, for that's it that always makes a good voyage of nothing. Farewell!
Once more, Cesario. Get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty. Tell her my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty lands, the parts that fortune hath bestowed upon her. Tell her, I hold as giddily as fortune, but 'tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks her and attracts my soul.
But say she cannot love you, my lord.
I cannot be so answered.
Sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, has for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she then not be answered?
There is no woman's size can hide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much. They lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite, no motion of the liver, but the palate, that suffers surfeit, climate, and revolt. But mine is all as hungry as the sea, and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me and that I owe Olivia.
I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men they owe. In faith they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter loved a man, as it might be perhaps, were I a woman I should your lordship.
What's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment like a worm in the bud feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy, she sat like patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was this not love, indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy.
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too. I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the thing. To her in haste. Give her this jewel. Tell her my love can give no place. Bide no delay.
Heart of stone and laid mine honor to a chariot. There's something in me that reproves my fault, but such a headstrong and potent fault it is, and but monks reprove.
With the same behavior that your passion bears goes on my master's grief.
Here, wear this jewel for me. 'Tis my picture. Refuse it not. It hath no tongue to vex you. And I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What shall you ask of me that I'll deny that honor sake may upon asking give?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How with mine honor may I give him that which I have given you?
I will acquit you.
Come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A theme like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Gentlemen, God save thee.
And you, sir?
That defense thou hast to take thee to it. Of what nature's the wrong thou hast done him, I know not. But thy interceptor, full of despite, bloody as the hunter attends thee.
You mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel with me.
You will find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake thee to your guard. For thy opposite hath in him what youth, strength, skill, and wrath can furnish man withal.
I pray you, sir, what is he?
He is knight, dubbed with unhatched rapier and on carpet consideration, but he is a devil in private brawl. Souls and bodies hath he divorced 3, and his incensement at this moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be none but by pangs of death and sepulchre. Ob is his word, give it or take it.
I'm no fighter. I have heard of some kind of men that put morals purposely on others to taste their valor. But like this is a man of that work.
Sir, no. His incensement at this moment drives itself out of a very, very valid indignation. Therefore, meddle you must, or forswear to wear iron about you.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me the courteous office as to know of the knight what my offense to him is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Signor Fabian, stay you by this gentleman till my return.
I pray you, sir.
Do you know of this matter?
I know the knight's incensed against you, even to a mortal I would commit, but nothing of the circumstance more.
I beseech you, what manner of a man is he?
Nothing of that wonderful promise to read him by his form, as you are like to find him in the proof of his valor. He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite you could have possibly found in any part of Valeria. Will you walk towards him? I'll make your peace with him if I can.
I much bound you for it. I'm one that had rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not to know so much of my metal.
Why, man, he's a very devil. I had not seen such a Virago. I had a pass with him, and he gave me the stuck-in with such a mortal motion that it is inevitable. And on the answer he pays me surely as your feet hit the ground they step on. Fabian can scarce hold him yonder.
And I heard he valiant and so cunning, I have seen him dare try to challenge him. Let him let the matter slip, and I'll give him my horse, straight capital.
I'll make the motion. Stand here and make a good show on it. This shall end without the division of souls. Mary, I'll ride your horse as well as I ride you. I have his horse to take up the quarrel. I haven't convinced the youth's a devil.
He was horribly conceited of him, and Hans looks pale as if a bear were at his heels.
Sir, there's no remedy. He will fight with you for oath's sake. Mary, he hath better bethought him of his quarrel and finds that now scarce worth talking of. Therefore, get you on and fight him for the supportance of his vow. He protests he will not hurt you.
Oh, pray God defend me. A little thing would make me tell him how much I lack in a man.
The ground is so curious.
Come, Sir Andrew. He will fight with you, have one bout with you for oath's sake. He cannot by the quarrel avoid it. But he has promised me, as he is a gentleman, that he will not hurt you. Come on, to it.
Oh, pray God he keep his oath.
well, though now you have to have a sea cap on your head. Take him away.
I must obey. He's come seeking you. But there's no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do now? My necessity makes me to ask you for my purse. It grieves me much more for what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat of you some of that money. What money? Will you deny me now? If possible, my exerts you from that persuasion. Do not tempt my misery, lest that it make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses that I have done for you. I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any feature. I hate ingratitude more in a man than lying, vainness, babbling, drunkenness, or any taint of vice whose strong corruption inhabits our frail blood, since themselves.
Come, sir, I pray you go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, relieved him with such sanctity and love, and to his image, which methought did promise most venerable worth, did I devotion.
What is that to us? The time goes by, away.
But oh, how violent I will prove his God. Thou hast, Sebastian, done good features shame. In nature, there's no blemish but the mind. None can be called deformed but the unkind.
The man grows mad. Away with him. Come, come, sir.
Leave me on. Methinks his words do from such passion fly, that he believes himself. So do not I. Prove true, imagination. Prove true that I, dear brother, be now taken for you.
Come in, Fabian. We'll whisper o'er a couplet or two of most sage saws.
He named Sebastian. I my brother know, yet living in my glass, and such and so. In favor was my brother, and he went, still in his fashion, color, ornament. For him I imitate. Oh, if it prove, tempests be kind, and salt waves fresh in love.
Very dishonest, paltry sort of boy, and more a coward than a hare. His dishonesty appears in leaving his friend here necessity to deny him. For his cowardship, ask Fabian.
Coward, most devout coward, religious in it.
I'm slid. I'll after him again and beat him.
Do, cuff him soundly.
And you not? Come, let's see the event.
I dare lay any money, 'twill be nothing yet.
Will you make me believe that I am not sent for you? Go to it, thou foolish fellow. Let me be clear with thee.
Well held out in faith. No, I do not know you. Nor am I not sent to you by my lady to bid you come speak with her. Nor is your name not Master Cesario, nor this is not my nose neither. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
Vent my folly? He has heard this word of some great man, and now applies it to the fool. Vent my folly. Vent my folly. I am afraid that this great lover the world will prove high. I prithee now, ungird thy strangeness, and tell me, what shall I vent to my lady? Shall I vent to her that thou art coming?
I prithee, foolish Greek, depart from me. There's money for thee. If you tarry longer, I shall give worse pain.
By my troth, thou hast an open hand. How now?
Have I met you again? There's for you!
Why? There's really! Allison! Allison! Are all of you mad? Hold!
This will I tell my lady straight. I would not use some of your coats for tuppence.
Come on, sir! Hold!
Any more in Illyria? Do I have to first? You guys remember that?
Not tonight. Bashir his soul for me. He started one more heart of mine in me.
What relish is this? How runs the stream? Or I am mad, or this is a dream. Let fancy still my sense and leave thee steep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, my Jenny, would thou speak bold by me?
Madam, I will.
Say so, Sylvie.
Nay, I prithee, put on this gown and make him believe thou art Sir Topas, the curate. Do it quickly. I'll fetch Sir Toby the whilst.
I will put it on, and I will dissemble myself in it. And I would I were the first that ever dissembled in such a gown.
Jove bless thee, Master Parson.
Buenos days, Sir Toby. Or as the old hermit of Braun, that never saw penned ink, very wittily said to the niece of King Gorbaduke, that is. So I, being Master Parson, a Master Parson, for what is that but that? is.
To him, Sir Topas.
What ho, I say, pace in this prison. Sir Topas, the curate, who comes to visit Malvolio, the lunatic.
Sir Topas, good Sir Topas, go to my lady.
Out, hyperbolical fiend! How vexest thou this man! Talkest thou nothing but of ladies?
Sir Topas, never was man thus wrong. Good Sir Topas, do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Fie, thou dishonest Satan! I call thee by most modest terms, for I am one of the gentle ones that will use the devil himself with courtesy. Sayest thou that the house is dark?
As hell, Sir Topas.
Madman, thou errest! I say there is no darkness but ignorance, in which thou art more puzzled than the Egyptians in their fog.
I say this house is dark as ignorance, though ignorance were dark as hell. And I say there was never man thus abused. I am no more mad than you are. Make a trial of it in any constant question.
What is the opinion of Pythagoras concerning wildfowl?
That the soul of our grandam might happily inhabit a bird?
What thinkest thou of his opinion?
I think nobly of the soul, and in no way approve his opinion.
Fare thee well, remain thou still in darkness. Thou shalt hold the opinion of Pythagoras ere I will allow thy wits, and fear to kill a woodcock, lest thou dispossess the soul of thy friend. Fare thee well!
Sir Topas! Sir Topas!
My most exquisite Sir Topas.
Oh, nay, I am thralled.
Thou mightest have done this without thy gown. He sees thee not.
To him in thine own voice, and bring me word how thou findest him. I would we were well rid of this knavery. If he may be conveniently delivered, I would he were. For I am now so far in offense with my niece that I cannot hope with any safety to pursue this sport to the upshot. Come by and by to my chamber.
Master Malvolio.
I, fool!
Alas, sir, how fell you beside your fine wits?
Fool, there was never a man so notoriously abused. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
But as well? Then you are mad indeed if you are no better in your wits than a fool.
They have here property me, keep me in darkness, and ministers to me, asses, do all they can to face me out of my wits.
Advise you what you say, the minister is dear. Malvolio, Malvolio, thy wits the heaven restore. Endeavor thyself to sleep and leave thy vain Bilbao.
Sir Thomas!
Maintain no words with a good fellow.
Who, I, sir?
Not I, sir. God be with you, Sir Thomas. Marry, and I will, sir, I will.
Fool! Fool! Fool, I say!
Alas, sir, be patient. I'm shent for speaking to you.
Good fool, help me to some light and paper. I tell thee, I'm as well in my wits as any man in Illyria.
Well a day that you were, sir.
By this hand I am! Good fool, some ink, paper, and light, and convey what I will set down to my lady. It shall advance me more than ever the bearing of letter did.
I will help you to it, but tell me true. Are you mad indeed, or do you but counterfeit?
Believe me, I am not. I tell thee true.
Nay, I'll never believe a madman till I see his brains. I'll fetch you some light, paper, and ink.
I'll follow this good man and go with you, and having sworn truth. Ever will be true.
Then lead the way, good father, and heaven so shine that they will fairly note this act of mine.
Now, as thou love me, let me see his letter. Dear Master Fabian, grant me another request. Anything. Do not desire to see this letter.
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friends?
Aye, sir, we are some of her trappings.
I know thee well, how dost thou, my good fellow?
Truly, sir, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Just the contrary, the better for thy friends.
No, sir, the worse.
How can that be?
Truly, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now my foes tell me plainly that I am an ass. So by my foes I do profit and knowledge myself, and by my friends I am abused.
Why, this is excellent.
By my troth, no, sir, though it please you to be one of my friends.
You shall not be the worse for me. There's gold.
Not that it would be a double dealing, sir, I would you would make it another.
You can pull no more money out of me at this throw. If you will let your lady know I'm here to speak with her, and bring her along with you, it may await my bounty further.
Let your bounty take a nap, sir. I go, but I would not have you think that my desire of having is the sin of covetousness. But as you say, let your bounty take a nap. I will awaken it anon.
Here comes the fellow that did rescue me, sir.
That face of his I do remember well. Yet when I saw it last, it was besmeared, as black as Vulcan in the smoke of war. A bottling vessel was he captain of, for shallow draught and bulk unprizable, with which such skillful grapple to be made with the most noble bottom of our fleet, that very envy and the tongue of loss cried fame and honor on him. What's the matter?
Orsino, this is that Antonio who took the Phoenix and her freight.
And this is he that did the tiger board when your young nephew, Titus, lost his leg.
Here in the streets, desperate of shame and state, in private revel did we apprehend him.
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know not what, 'twas but distraction.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief, what foolish boldness brought thee to the mercies whom thou, in terms so bloody and so dear, hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, no, sir, be pleased that I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess, on base and ground enough, Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft drew me hither. That most ingrateful boy there by your side, from the rude seas enraged and foamy mouth did I redeem. A wreck, as hope he was. His life I gave him, and did thereto add my love, without retention or restraint, all his in dedication. For his sake did I expose myself, pure for his love, into the danger of this adverse town. True to defend him when he was beset, for being apprehended, his false cunning, not meaning to partake with me in danger, taught him to face me out of his acquaintance, and grew a 20-year removed thing while one would wink. Denied me my own purse, which I had recommended to his use not half an hour before. How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, for 3 months before. No interim, not a minute's vacancy. Both day and night did we keep company.
Here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth. But for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me, but more than enough. Take him aside.
What would my lord that you may not have, wherein Olivius may seem serviceable? Cesario, do not keep promise with me.
Madam,
Gracious Olivia.
What say you, Cesario? Good, my lord.
my lord can speak. My duty hushes me.
If it be all to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord.
What, to perverseness? You uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul the faithfulest offerings hath breathed out, that ere devotion tendered. What shall I do?
Even what it please my lord that shall become him.
Why should I not? Had I the heart to do it, like to the Egyptian thief at point of death, kill what I love. A savage jealousy that sometimes savors nobly. But hear me this, since you to non-regardeds cast my faith, and though I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor, live you the marble-breasted tyrant still. But this, your minion, whom I know you love, and whom by heaven I swear I tender dearly, him will I tear out of that cruel eye where he sits crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love, more than I love these eyes, more than my life, more by all mores than e'er I shall love wife.
I am detested. How am I beguiled?
Who beguiles you? Who does do you wrong?
I so forgot myself. Is it so long? Call forth the Holy Father. Whither, my lord Cesario, husband, stay!
Husband?
I, husband. Can you not deny?
Her husband, sir?
No, my lord, not I.
Alas, it is the basis of thy fear that makes thee strangle thy propriety. Fear not, Cesario. Take thy fortunes up. Be that thou knowest thou art, and then thou art as great as that thou fearest. Oh, welcome, Father. Father, I charge thee by thy reverence here to unfold, though lately we intended to keep in darkness what occasion now reveals before tis right. But thou dost know that the newly passed between this youth and me.
A contract!
of eternal bond of love. Mutual joinder of your hands, attested by the holy close of lips, and strengthened by interchangement of your rings, and all the ceremony of this contract, sealed in my function by my testimony. Since when my watch hath told me, toward my grave I have traveled but 2 hours.
O thou dissembling cub! What wilt thou be when time hath sowed a grizzle on thy case? Or will not else thy craft so quickly grow that thine own trick shall be thine overthrow? Farewell, and take her. But direct thy feet where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
Oh, do not swear. How little faith, though thou hast too much fear.
For the love of God! Assertion!
Send her presently to Sir Toby. What's the matter? He has broken my cross and given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too. For the love of God, your help. Who has done this, Sir Andrew? The Count's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's a very devil incarnate.
My gentleman, Cesario?
Wellesley, here he is. You broke my head for nothing. And after I did, I was set on to do by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I bespoke you fair and hurt you not.
If a bloody coxcomb be a hurt, you have hurt me. I think you said nothing by a bloody coxcomb. Here comes Sir Toby halting. You shall hear more. But if he had not been in his grip, he would have tickled you other gates than he did.
How now, gentlemen? How is it with you?
Someone has hurt me. That's the end on it.
Away with him. Who has made this havoc with them? I'll help you, Sir Toby, because we'll be dressed together.
Will you help? An axe head, and a coxcomb, and a knave, a thin-faced knave, a gull.
Get into bed and let us where we look to.
Madam, Having been the brother of my blood, I must have done no less with wit and skill. You throw a strange guard upon me, and my valor too perceived it has offended you. Pardon me, sweet one. Vows we made each other thoughts.
One face, one voice, one habit, and two persons. A natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonia. How have the hours wrapped and tortured me since I have lost thee? Sebastian, are you? Fearest thou that, Antonia?
How have you made division of yourself? An active left and choose not much in this. Sebastian.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother, nor can there be that deity in my nature of here and everywhere. I had a sister, whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Of Charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman? What name? What parentage?
Of Messeline. Sebastian was my father. Such a Sebastian was my brother too. So when he suited to his watery too, if spirits come to his form and suit, you come to fright us.
Spirit. Were you a woman, as the rest goes even, I should my tears let fall upon your cheek, and say, thrice welcome, rounded Viola.
My father had a mole upon his brow,
And so had mine.
and died that day when Viola from her birth had numbered 13 years.
That day is lively in my soul. He finished indeed his mortal act the day that made my sister 13 years.
If nothing less to make us happy both. But this, my masculine usurped attire, do not embrace me until each circumstance of place, time, fortune do cohere and jump that I am Viola.
So comes it, lady, you have been mistook. But nature to her bias here in that. You would have been contracted to a maid. I like to see you are betrothed both to a maid and a man.
like to me.
All those sayings will I o'erswear, and all those swearings keep as true in soul as that continent of fire that severs me.
Give me your hand, and let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you!
his fancy's queen.
Oh, well.